Good morning, students. Today we will learn the importance of record keeping. In previously we discussed about the case taking, acute case taking, chronic case taking, and case taking in different conditions in different type of patients. So after case taking, the record keeping is also important. So what is record keeping? A record is a collection of relevant data which will be useful for reference later. So when we take the case of the patient, at that time whatever the data, whatever the symptoms, whatever the information we will get from the patient, it is useful, very much useful, and we should note it down, and that will remain for our record is nothing but a record keeping. Hahnemann emphasizes the importance of recording and record keeping throughout the case taking part of Organon, and he stresses its importance in aphorism number 104. So in aphorism number 104, Dr. Hahnemann, he also give in detail about the record keeping, how we should keep the record of the case of the patients. Need of record keeping has been greatly emphasized by all stalwarts for various essential purposes. Every case can be a piece of learning, therefore it is imperative to record it properly. So when we take the case of different patients, then every case is different. So every case is a material for learning, and for the learning purpose you should have the record of all symptoms properly, then we can able to learn from that record. Very often it is noted that all the information of the sick person does not find place in case record. Many times what happen, we take symptoms and we do not note it down, each and every symptom, each and every information given by the patient, his relative. It was not recorded, it was not found in the case record. While the physician might fail to record some information, he might unduly focus on some other. Many times it may be due to prejudiced nature of the physician not record all information. He does not write down some information because he felt that it was not important, and so that the physician might fail to record some information, and he focus only some points or some symptoms of the patient and he ignore the other symptoms, but it was helpless, or it was not serving our purpose to find out the simillimum to give cure to the patient. Though much is said about prejudiced, it is an accepted fact that remaining unprejudiced is not an easy task. So if we have a proper written record of each and every symptom which is narrated, which is told by patient, his relative, then there is no question of prejudiced or unprejudiced mind. If the physician is prejudiced, then he take only few symptoms for the repertorization. But without getting prejudiced, we should write down each and every symptom, though it was important or it was not important for the purpose of repertorization, but then also we should write or we should note down each and every information given by the patient without becoming prejudiced. And it is to become unprejudiced practitioner, it is not an easy task. Keeping in mind the vastness of data required for correct prescribing in homeopathy, all the stalwarts have emphasized the necessity of a standard case record and need for record keeping. So, while taking the case, we get too much data from the patient, and every patient, because we take details of each and every patient, and we should not able to remember all the things, it become too vast, and so our the homeopaths which were present, which were practicing during the Hahnemann's period, so they felt the need of record keeping. The main purpose of record keeping is to keep all the information adequately and accurately recorded for further reference. So it is useful for further reference, for proper finding out the simillimum. In the philosophy of Dr. Kent, he says that without case record, you are at sea without a compass or a rudder. So, means we cannot get any direction of the treatment without proper case taking. So, how should be the structure of our case record? So first we should take the chief complaint or note down the chief complaints while taking the case, while writing down the record or while writing down the case. First we should record or write down, note down chief complaint. Chief complaint, it should be complete. Each and every complaint should be complete. So it should cover location, sensation, modality and concomitant. Then after chief complaint, we should record or we should note down, we should ask the patient about associated complaints. If it is there, then we should write down that associated complaint. But remember, while writing down the associated complaint also, it should be complete. So it should cover all the criteria of complete symptom. That means in proper way, according to location, sensation, modality and concomitant, we should ask the patient about the associated complaint. Then we should consider the patient as a person, because we cannot treating the disease, we can treat the patient. So we should consider the patient as a person. We should consider his physical general symptoms, then physical makeup and deviations. If there is deviation in the state of health of the patient or of the person, then what is the reason behind that deviation, how the constitution of the patient was, how physically the patient was built. Then mental makeup and deviations, how the nature of the patient, how are his we while taking the mentals we ask the patient about his will, understanding and memory. So how the patient is, by asking all these things we should find out the mental makeup of the patient, and if any condition that deviates the normal state of his mind, which such conditions that deviate the normal state of mind, so we should note it down in detail. Then we should note down, we should do the physical examination of the patient and note down all the whatever we observe, we get after the physical examination, all the readings we should note down properly. And finally, we should diagnose the case with the help of all these symptoms, with the help of chief complaint, with the help of associated complaints, with the help of physical general, mental general, then with the help of constitution of the patient, and after physical examination of the patient we can reach towards the diagnosis. In this way we should write down or we should note down the case record. When we write down or note down the case in detail, then how we process, how the case record help for the processing of the case for the repertorization. So with the help of this case record we can do properly analysis of the case, we can able to do proper evaluation of the symptoms. Then with the help of analysis and evaluation we can able to find out the proper totality of the case. Then with the help of totality we can able to do our repertorial work, proper repertorization. So after proper repertorization we will get a group of remedies, and so that after repertorial work we can able to do our therapeutic planning and programming, means which medicine, whatever the group of medicines after proper repertorization we get 3-4 medicines, out of that which medicine is most simillimum for the patient, and in which potency, with how much repetition we should give, for how much duration we should give the medicine to the patient. Then when there is need to repeat the medicine, so all these therapeutic plannings and programming we can able to do with the help of case record. Then prescription and follow-up section. So with the case record we get, after repertorization we get a group of remedy, and with the help of case record we can able to match easily the symptoms of the patient to the symptoms of the medicine. Because if there are many patients, so we may get confused between two patients, the symptoms of patients. So to avoid such confusion the case record is helpful. Then we can able to write down the follow-up with date and interpretation. so that we can able to understand after how many days we have to repeat the dose of the medicine, or during how many, after how many days the patient was feeling better, the patient's condition was the patient feel better, the patient's symptoms get aggravated. So all these things we get when we note down the symptoms, the follow-ups with proper date. Now, what are the functions or utilities of the case record? So case record, it helps in systematic interviewing of a patient. When we record the case, when we take the case, when we ask the patient about his symptoms, then it helps in systematic interviewing of a patient. During interviewing of a patient, we can note down the symptoms. It helps in recording of data at appropriate place, so that a logical picture of disease and person emerges while interacting with patients and noting down narration. So we get the, after proper interaction of the patient, after noting down all the information whatever we get from the patient's relative, friends, whoever with the patient, we can able to form a logical picture of the disease, a proper totality of the symptoms, totality of the disease. The understanding of a chronological picture helps to understand the direction of cure. The chronological picture of the symptoms, it gives us since how much time the patient is suffering, then how was the patient before he approached your clinic, now how much complaints or how much suffering the patient is having. And with all these things, with the understanding of the chronological picture, we can able to understand the direction of cure. Is the disease condition is curable, it is not curable, it cure in how much period. Then a case record can be useful for classification of various data and helps in building up statistical assessment of clinical entities and therapeutic. So this point is also we discussed earlier, that is for statistical assessment, for clinical entity, for therapeutic purpose, the case record is helpful. Then it helps in research work. If we are going to do any research project, then for that purpose we need a group of cases for the study purpose in research work, and for that study purpose we should have the record of cases, and at that time such case records are helpful. It is a documentary evidence of sickness, and it should be preserved for various legal purposes if at all required. So when we note down the symptoms of the patient, it is one of a document if there is any legal matter in future regarding any case, then it should be helpful, and so that it should we should require those documents, those papers, and for that purpose also, for legal purpose also, our documentary evidence of sickness is, or our record keeping is very much helpful. It helps to assess the image of the disease or diagnosis in the individualizing the patient. So, with the help of record, case record, we can able to reach towards diagnosis as we previously discussed, and we can able to individualize the patient, individualize the case. So this is also most important function of the or use of the case record, to assess or to diagnose the case and to individualize the patient. In chronic cases, it helps in understanding the evolution of the disease process and the present state of the patient. So, in chronic disease, as the patient was suffering from a long duration, we have to know since how much duration the patient was suffering, and we should, as we discussed in chronic case taking, that we should note down the symptoms or the state of the person when the symptoms, before the symptoms appear, or at the commencement of the symptoms, how it appear, how the disease evolve in the patient, how the evolution of the disease starts, and what is the state of the person as a whole, his physical, his mental state before the disease, commencement of the disease, and when the disease or the symptoms appear, when the evolution, during the evolution of the disease, how the symptoms appear, what is the state of the patient at that time, during the evolution of the disease, and what is the present state of the patient. So this is also we should note down, we must note down, especially in chronic cases. It facilitates the process of analysis and synthesis of a case and helps in deriving the fundamental and dominant miasm of the case. So, as this point also we discussed earlier, that the case record, it helpful for the analysis of a case, synthesis of a case, evaluation of a case, symptoms. So for analysis of symptoms, evaluation of symptoms, as well as to find out the totality of the symptom, the case record is very much useful. And from all these things, from all the details of the patient, from his physical, mental general, physical general, and his particular, we can able to find out the fundamental and dominant miasm of the case. Then also it help to plan the treatment, and during the first visit of the patient as well as during follow-up, and which we can able to plan scientifically if we have a proper case record. Then it helps to assess the change in symptoms and in the second prescription. So if we have case record, then we can able to assess which symptoms are present when the patient visit the first time to the OPD, and in the second prescription, is there any changes in the symptoms. If the symptoms get decreased, increased, the intensity of symptoms, it may decreased or increased. So to help it, the record keeping, it helps to assess the changes in the symptom. Then it helps to know the general state running through all the symptoms or the maximum number of symptoms. So how was the general state of the patient when the patient was suffering from any disease condition? Then how the general state of the patient? To know the general state of the patient, the case record is very much helpful. Then it assists in making a prescription of related remedies by assessing the symptomatology. After giving the similimum, sometimes old symptoms may occur. So after going through the case record from all symptoms, we can match the symptoms of the drug with the symptom of the case. So after giving the similimum, sometimes the old symptoms it may occur, and it helps to know the improvement and helps to demonstrate the Hering's law of cure. And if the old symptoms they are appearing, then how it appear, after how much days, or how in which sequence the old symptoms appear, which help us to demonstrate the Hering's law of cure. Every case is a piece of learning, and the case record shows the efficacy of homeopathic treatment with its superiority over the other systems of medicine in difficult and so-called incurable cases. So each and every case it is different, and it shows the efficacy of homeopathic treatment, how the homeopathic treatment is effective, and its superiority over the other systems of medicine, especially in incurable cases, how the homeopathy is superior, how the homeopathy is helpful. That we should prove when we have the written record of the case. So with the help of the record keeping, with the help of record, we can prove the efficacy of homeopathic treatment over all other system of medicines, especially in incurable cases. It tells us above the failures. It tells us about the failures and successes of the past, present, and guide us for future. Means with the help of record keeping, if we get any success, we get any failure in the previous cases, then accordingly we can take the guidelines from that treatment, and we can do or treat in the future So it is helpful for the future purpose in practice. Finally, it helps to boost the confidence of homeopathic students and new beginners. When we have the case when we have the case record, then it helps us and we get the success in case, then it helps us to boost the confidence of the homeopathic student or the new practitioners. In this way, the record keeping is having many importance or many uses. Dr. Kent, he once stated, it would almost seem impossible to find at the present time one who could be thus described or unprejudiced. Means, while taking the case, almost every physician, he is prejudiced by some way. So, the intensity of symptoms should be given due consideration while recording. So, we should not become prejudiced, so that we should note down each and every symptom, each and every sentence, each and every word as narrated by the patient, and we should note down the intensity of the symptom, how much the symptom was intense, how much intensity the patient narrate that symptom, and we should note down while recording the intensity of symptom. Then each and every symptom should be recorded by putting mark above it. The intensity we should note down or put down with a mark above it. For example, if there is salt craving, it is more intense. The patient craves the salt, there is too much craving for the salt, and the patient was not tolerate the food, or patient there was more intensity if we found in the salt craving, then we should note down it as a 3 mark, because there are 3 markings in the Kent repertory. So according to Dr. Kent we are discussing, so we should write down the 3 mark for the more intense symptoms. Then if the symptoms are intense, then we should mark down the 2 marks, and if the symptom is moderate, then we should mark down 1 mark in our record keeping or in our record of the case, so that it is easy to know the intensity, the gravity, the depth of that symptom. For effective repertorization, precise recording is very crucial for proceeding further with the subsequent steps. Recording is not done independent of interpretation, so both should be done simultaneously. This point also we discussed previously, that interpretation and record, noting down the symptoms or writing down the record, it should be a simultaneous work. And while doing interpretation with the patient, we should note down, we should take the record, we should write down the record of the symptoms. So the recording is not done independent of interpretation. Means if we ask the patient about his complaints and afterwards we should note it down after prescribing the medicine to the patient, it is the wrong method. So when we ask the patient about his complaints, at the same time we have to note down the symptoms. It should be done simultaneously. So in this way, these are all the things about the record keeping. So what we discussed in importance of record keeping today? Record is the record keeping. It was need of record keeping. It was felt by all our stalwarts because they felt why they felt the need, because for the further prescriptions, for further follow-ups, as well as for working on that case, for analysis, for evaluation, for finding out the totality of the case. It is too much helpful to record the case or to note down the case. And Dr. Hahnemann, in his well-known book Organon of Medicine, he gave importance of record keeping. He stresses on the record keeping in aphorism number 104. So we discuss that the record keeping, every case is different. So to study every case, we should have the record and the record should be proper. Then we discuss about the importance, how the without case record you are at sea without a compass or rudder. This was the sentence which was written by Dr. Kent in his philosophy, that we should have case record. If we don't have case record and we are going to work on the case, then we are like in the sea, we are like at the sea without compass. So we don't get the direction of treatment, direction of cure to the patient. Then how we should record the case? We discuss about the structure of case record. We should write down first chief complaint, each and every symptom as a complete symptom. Then we note down the associated complaint. Then we consider the patient as a person, his mental makeup, his physical state, his physical examination, and then afterwards, after getting all these things, we reach towards the diagnosis of the disease. In processing section, when we are working on the case, we do analysis, evaluation, we find out the totality, then repertorial work. And for therapeutic planning and programming, record keeping is too much helpful. Then prescription and follow-up section, for the prescription and for follow-up with date and interpretation, we should note down the follow-ups. Then we discuss about the functions or utilities of the record keeping. It helps in systematic interviewing. Then we get the logical picture when we note down the data or note down the information. The understanding of a chronological picture, which helps to understand the direction of the cure of the disease. A case record is useful for classification of various data and help in building up statistical assessment of clinical entities and therapeutic. Then for research work it is helpful. Then it is very important for a legal purpose. If there is any legal matter, then at that time it is a documentary evidence of sickness. So record is very much important. Then it helps in diagnosis as well as individualizing the patient. In chronic cases, how the disease was evolved, what is the state of the patient before disease, during, at the commencement of the disease, and at the present state. It is also, if we have a record of all these things, then we get how was the natural state of the patient before disease and how there are changes takes place in his physical and mental general after the disease, as the disease appears. It helps in planning the treatment and follow-up scientifically. Then it helps to assess if there is changes in the symptom than the first visit. Then for second prescription, it is helpful to assess the symptoms. Then it helps to know the general state running through the symptoms. We get the general state of the symptoms or the maximum number of symptoms from the patient. Then with the help of symptomatology, we are going to prescribe the similimum, and for prescribing the similimum, first with the help of symptomatology, with the help of assessing the symptomatology, we get the related remedies, and from that we find out the similimum and we prescribe that, then the patient get relief. And how after prescribing the similimum the patient get relief, or how the patient was improving, and it helps to demonstrate the Hering's law of cure. Every case is having its own characteristics. It is different, every case is different. One case is different from the other case, and so it is important, or the records show the efficacy of homeopathic treatment, especially many times some diseases are incurable and there is no treatment in other system of medicines other than homeopathy. And in such cases, in such incurable cases, how our homeopathy helps the patient, this is we prove with the help of record. Then it also tell us, if we have record, if in some cases we get success, in some cases we may get failure, but in which case we get success, in which case we get failure, how we approach the patient in success, in the cases in which we get the success, then how we approach towards the medicine in the cases in which we doesn't get success, we get failure, so that it is a guide us for the future in our practice, and so that it help to boost the confidence of the homeopathic students as well as new homeopathic practitioners. So in this way, this is all about record keeping. Thank you.